Okay, so we apologize for any sound.
Get on with it, man.
This is why we play instrumental music. So Rachel Allen posted a question. If you guys had to assign each band member a superpower, what would each person have? See, what caught our attention of this question was if you guys had to assign each band member a superpower.
What caught our attention for this question was
actually that it was the only question.
No, we've received like 30.
We appreciate having something to do at this late hour.
No, this is
29 of them were from me.
So what caught our attention about this question is that the way that it's worded, I don't think we're allowed to assign ourselves superpowers.
That's right.
So the three of us will be representing the whole of Catacresis. JD and Matt are elsewhere.
Also, the snoring bear will be representing Joe Michael for this video.
I'm sorry if they catch it, the sexual innuendo
of snoring bear.
What does that even mean?
Anyway, so these are the parameters of the question. This is how we will be answering it.
How we'll be answering it.
None of us are allowed to give our own input about our own powers.
We're not even allowed to argue against what people choose for us. Any reaction showing any emotional reaction to the question at all will result in
Dude, you're setting parameters on a question.
No, Joe, you can't just answer a question. That's cliche. You have to spend like 8 minutes explaining how you're going to answer the question before you actually answer the question.
You're right. For all the hipsters out there.
Exactly. You can't just answer questions. You have to waste everyone's time.
It's too mainstream.
And make them want to shut the video off before you actually get to the meat. It's like drama TV shows.
It's like
so me and Jordan could like work together, right, to come up with.
Yeah, no, you guys.
For yours?
We can each team up and work to come up with members' superpowers, but not our own.
All right.
So, let's actually answer the question.
Let's start with people.
Who aren't here. Exactly. So let's start with JD since his girlfriend posted this question. So
shout out to JD's girlfriend.
Shout out.
That's so gay. Why do people do that?
For the 5 people who caught
Wait. I just want to make a shout out to everybody in the crowd. We are Avenge the Martyr.
Oh my god. No.
Hugo, start the song.
No. Hugo. No. Oh my god.
So JD.
So let's think about JD's strengths. JD has a mind.
He'd have to be a more cerebral character.
Definitely have to be more cerebral. I'm not like... We're going to stay away from like super strength.
Which rules out Hank McCoy Beast, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Despite his cerebral qualities.
He's more passive.
I would say if JD were an X-Man, he would be Xavier.
This is not...
However, the question is not if we were X-Men. The question is what superpower would we have?
So, we're thinking something along the line of psychic abilities. Right?
Telekinesis.
Would you say telekinesis or... See, I feel like JD's a very empathetic person. So I feel that it has to be something that would ascribe to his empathy.
So maybe less of a sort of controlling power and more of a sensing or ability to interpret things about people that you couldn't otherwise.
Right. So maybe just hearing thoughts of somebody.
Mm-hmm. Hearing
like
without...
Mind reading.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of like telekinesis?
It is, but I mean, telekinesis dips into like control, right?
Well, but it's moving things with your mind.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mental. I think that if JD had a superpower, it would be powers of the mind.
What's the
potential?
But what's the name of that? There's like a name for it.
He's telepathic.
Telepathic. I think.
I think JD would be telepathic.
Yeah, I definitely. Can we all agree?
Okay. Yeah.
I agree. My hand's in for telepathic.
I have both hands in on telepathic.
Yeah.
Okay, Matt.
Matt Benavides.
I vote Magneto.
We don't talk about
that. We don't talk about that.
Like, really?
I can see
I don't
Matt.
see that at all.
I don't. He's not a metal person.
Okay, what about like Toad?
Matt's Toad. Matt is super speed.
Toad like the X-Men
Matt-
or Toad like the like the dude from Mario Kart?
I'm thinking Mario Kart Toad.
I was thinking from X-Men.
Oh, I went straight to Mario Kart Toad because he loves using Toad in Mario Kart.
Okay,
But
well,
does Toad is like. Okay, well that.
wait,
dips
you mean
in-
super speed? Because he drives fast?
Well, okay,
He's reckless, though.
He is reckless.
He is reckless.
He is kind of like a Flash character, though. The kind of troublemaker, like, I have super speed, I know I'm faster than everyone, and I'm going to take advantage of that.
I guess. I suppose.
I like super speed for Matt.
I just don't know that that's as solid as the conclusion that we came
need
to. for
something-
It's
JD.
true. JD's was very...
I think you need something more aggressive. Like something that, you know how like in the movies, there's always that one superhero has a really powerful power, and like he just abuses it and doesn't use it wisely.
Yeah, super speed is kind of lame.
It's not.
I also,
lame,
I'd just like to say, I hope JD is going to be watching this. Because I'm pretty sure he's probably with his girlfriend right now.
He's
That's-
probably shaking his head, dude. He's just.
It's a good thing this isn't live.
I think it is like.
Oh, but he's not watching.
Well, it's not
it.
rehearsed, and I mean, I don't think anything live now is actually... It's always like... Isn't it like seconds delayed so that you don't get the whole Super
Yeah.
Bowl halftime mishap?
Maybe.
Like,
And-
when we're doing a costume change, Jordan, you might accidentally rip all my clothes off, and I do your
That was a
costume.
good 2-second save.
I know. No, it's really good that this is not live.
Okay, so what are Matt's qualities? Matt is a very headstrong person.
Right, but Matt has... I think Matt is honestly one of the most caring people I've met. Like, he's very... I would let him father my children.
I would let Matt father my children.
Matt,
Matt
talks
takes
about
care of-
beating children.
While Matt talks about beating children,
Go ahead and
does
listen to
not
Matt.
beat
No,
children.
see, that's the thing, is Matt kind of has... Okay, so let's think about it this way.
Matt has a great sense of humor.
Matt has a great sense of humor, but Matt puts on this kind of, like...
Facade.
He definitely has a facade of, like, kind of, like, rash, like... ness, you know. But he really
He's a tough guy.
caring person.
No.
Like,
Right.
he's a softie.
So, not a Bobo face, then.
He's... No. Jordan is the Bobo face. I am the Kobo face. I'm not sure what Joe is.
I'm the snake.
Joe's the snake. I think Matt wants a taste of the snake, though.
Okay, let's not talk about Matt. Buddy.
Okay, no, but
Save
we
Super
need to
Smash
decide
Brothers,
on the
right?
I
super
feel like
power
Matt's
now.
probably the hardest one, and maybe
Matt
that's
would
because
be
we
the
don't
hardest
know
one.
him quite as well.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
You have to decide on something.
Can we just go with super speed? I mean,
Until further notice.
I think maybe Matt would have some sort of time control. What do you think? Matt's also really into physics.
Matt is really
Math.
into physics. I
How
like
about
that.
gravity? Because time control is like
He can slow time.
that's like a Gerald Haugen power.
What? No.
Because he's super powerful.
Just
That's like super powerful. Like that's like
he can slow down time. I wouldn't say stop time or speed it
okay,
up
but
or
I'm
go
saying
back
like
in
that's
time.
that's like that's almost too powerful for anyone.
But I think it's okay for Matt because Matt's actually a very caring person, and he wouldn't abuse it. He'd be very intelligent in his uses of it,
Oh.
or just very innocent.
I would also like to point out at this time that if you're actually watching this part of the video and you haven't skipped ahead, you have completely wasted, wait for it, 9 minutes of your life.
9.
Solid 9, 904, 905.
It's gonna be a long video.
No, it's gonna be
We're
terrible.
only
We're only
two
on
in
Matt.
right now.
Although Matt's the hardest. I really think the other ones will go along.
You're not
so
getting those 9 minutes back.
no, they're gone. Well, unless you're friends with Matt, if we decide he has time control, in which case you can get those 9 minutes back.
I vote time control because I feel like
I vote time control, but he has to. He's one of those people, one of the superheroes.
He
where
gets
he grows
tired?
up. No, he grows up on his own, and he has a lot of trouble learning how to control his powers, and he kind of like.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
definitely.
talking about?
He's not super master over
He's
his
not
powers.
masterful.
Yeah, no, I like
okay,
it.
but he will be. One day he'll be that old man that's just like crazy mentor that
Yeah.
like had a bad past, and so he's just like super G.
Definitely.
I don't think
Okay.
part of the question was come up with a background story, but I think.
But it's more fun.
No,
that
it
way.
works. I mean, sometimes superpowers need it. I mean, origin stories are the best stories of superheroes. Can we agree?
Yeah.
That's true.
Absolutely. So I think that it is important sometimes to give.
That's why the
Light to the
second,
background.
the Spider-Man 2 and 3 suck. That's why.
Yeah.
The first one was the best.
And I mean,
Also
X-Men
because
Origins was
Kirsten
one of
Dunst
the
is
best.
annoying.
And Kirsten Dunst is annoying.
but we don't.
So Matt
That's
has
Matt.
time control.
Matt has time control, but with a kind of
certain
rough
limitations.
background. Yeah. Okay, so I think that we should do Jordan.
Jordan's.
All right. Matt,
So I have to just remain
get-
a poker face.
poker face the whole time.
Up.
All right, Joe. So let's.
And then I'll play the one that's in his heart.
So
For all
I
you
think
Gaga
that
fans.
everyone here can agree. I just want you to take one good look at Jordan D'Amato.
I'll move over so you can get it. No.
Jordan is Wolverine.
He needs to style his hair.
Right, but he's like a messy, like, I'm up at 1 a.m. answering questions and wasting
cool right there.
11 and 5 seconds of your life
Right.
on Facebook. So, well, I mean, YouTube. What are we gonna post this on?
Facebook.
Facebook. Wait, but through YouTube?
MySpace.
No.
MySpace. I don't even think we have a category that's MySpace. Okay, so anyway, Jordan. Jordan definitely has girth. Okay, so let's take that into account. Let's take into account that poker face Jordan. Don't smile. Jordan has girth, and we need to work with that girth if we're gonna come
There's
up
gotta
with
be better words than girth.
Girth was the word that I went through in my mind, and I cycled out words that I could have used, and girth was what I decided was appropriate.
Okay.
So Jordan has girth. I like the idea of. I like going off a Wolverine type of superpower. Something aggressive, something strong.
Vicious. Something wild.
Definitely,
Animalistic.
but something also very human, because Wolverine I feel like is a very human character. You know,
Right.
like he was a lumberjack, like just very.
And look at Jordan again. But this time, pretend he's not a superhero. Lumberjack.
He's totally a lumberjack. Maybe Jordan's superpower.
But I think we're losing sight of the goal here.
We are losing sight of the goal.
Because we're thinking superheroes, and we're
And-
supposed to be
right,
assigning
right,
superpowers,
right.
not relating to
I'm
other
just trying.
characters.
Okay,
We need to think of more his characteristics and less who he looks like in the comic book universe.
okay. But I definitely think we do need to take into account his girth.
We do.
We do.
Girth is very important.
The more the girth, the
better.
more you're worth.
That's true.
Jordan. You beat poker
Poker
face.
face.
Poker face. Not toker face. Poker face.
That's right.
That is also a line from Hairspray. I've got all
Catch
motor
Jesse in Hairspray, the musical. Whenever
No.
he feels like it.
If you go to Matt, who now has time control,
That's right.
and you can go see it this last weekend. There's a show on last Thursday, on last Friday. No, it's not important. Talk to Matt. Yes, Jordan?
We're also 13 minutes in now.
You have wasted 13 minutes. I really hope no one's watching this far.
Yeah, this is embarrassing.
I'm really sorry if you're watching this far. So for Jordan, what are we thinking? Straight up super strength?
I don't want to say straight up super strength. I think that's too plain.
It's also a bit
But
more straight up.
He is
than-
also he's probably the strongest member of the band,
Yeah, I mean, I'd agree.
right?
Yeah. So we should go off some sort of strength.
I'm gonna go ahead and say strength and endurance. You know what I'm talking about? Like durability.
So what we're saying is Jordan has girth.
I'm saying he's like
Strength.
I'm saying he's like Superman.
Endurance.
I'm saying he's like Superman, but he doesn't have like the other like
Right. Okay,
excess
so
powers.
Superman without all the flourishes.
Right, but also without the.
Can he fly?
No. Okay, Superman without flight.
Does
So-
he have super speed?
So he's strong, he's fast,
Strong, fast.
and he's durable, but he's not like unstoppable. Like, you know.
Although Jordan earlier today did talk about having just strength like Hulk, where he could like jump.
Yeah.
I think
But that's kind of included in strength. If you're
it's
strong,
yeah,
then
it's
you
true.
can do
Okay,
that.
so I'm comfortable with like a Hulk type of strength.
But not a Hulk kind of person.
Right, definitely. He definitely will just remain himself.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right. So we're going with
I'm
like that
content
kind of
with
like average sort of super strength.
Jordan just doesn't look satisfied.
Well, he's not supposed to. He's supposed
That's
to
true.
look like he's playing poker.
Well, he's doing a good job.
He's doing a great job. He beat me in poker. I'm terrible.
Yeah, look at poker.
So I think that me and Jesse should do Joe
I
now.
think it's a good idea.
Wait, I thought we were going like this. 1, 2.
No, that's not what we're doing.
You didn't want to sit in the middle.
Okay.
Okay.
True.
Joe Michael Terranova. First of all, however we answer this question will decide how he feels about us as friends for a really long time.
Why is that? Because I'm poker face.
Be poker mouth.
Poke her mouth.
Okay. So what do we think about Joe?
I think Joe is probably the most sexually appealing to women in the band.
Okay.
I feel like Jesse is the most husband-esque to women, and therefore, because he's got the Ryan Gosling quality to him, that boyish charm. But Joe Michael is like that streamlined, like stylish.
Hold on.
Definitely.
I know poker face. But Ryan Gosling sucks. I just want to...
Okay, Joe Michael needs to be reminded of the
Okay.
aforementioned rules about while
Yeah,
we're
it's true. Get
talking
out of here,
about him.
Joe.
No, don't leave. You have to sit there. And listen.
You can't act. Poker
So
face.
Joe Michael.
Anyway,
Poker face.
Jordan, you were saying.
Poker face.
so I don't know if anybody here has read Aragon, but there's a character that is covered in like a blue fur. He's an elf, and he gives off this sort of like pheromone.
No, that's like it makes him very attractive, but in a very sort of like physical, unexplainable way.
But it's also just that like he's good to be around. Like it's
Mhm.
nice to be around him, and he convinces you of things really easily.
Yeah.
I feel like Joe Michael has that quality where
He's like a very. You don't often.
suave.
Yeah, you don't often find yourself in like utter disagreements with Joe Michael. And if you do, and you mention it, he just goes, "What?"
And you forget
And
all
you
about
forget
it.
all about it. Yeah, I like that. It's unique. Also, if you haven't read the Aragon series, you should stop watching this video and read the Aragon series.
Because you've now wasted 17 and 1/2 minutes of your life.
And Aragon is a way better way to spend your life.
But in all truth, I don't think that that's an adequate superpower.
It's not quite. I think Joe's superpower would need to be a little bit more showy.
I think actually it might even be a little more stealthy. Like something like the Black Panther. Like burglar.
Yeah.
Super flexible, super fast, light on his feet. But also not weak, It's pretty strong. Maybe not as strong as the Hulk.
So not as strong as you.
Right, I mean, like, I could beat him up.
Right. But well, if you could catch him and see
If I could catch him, he's more like
okay,
ninja.
So are we thinking... So we're
Like
not
a
thinking
super
invisibility.
No,
We're thinking...
just stealth.
A
like
sort
perception filter.
Right. Also, if you've never watched Doctor Who, stop watching this video. Don't read Aragon yet. Watch all of Doctor Who, and then read Aragon, and then continue watching this video. So are we just thinking like straight up ninja? Like, is Joe Michael just a ninja?
No, I don't know. Joe Michael's another hard one. Getting a phone call from Lauren, whom I am going to ignore, but I will call her back immediately after this is over.
As a witness, this is on tape. This is on tape.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Joe Michael remained poker face throughout that whole thing. He didn't laugh at all.
Nope.
Just the truth. Okay.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's Spider-Man.
Joe Michael is
Joe
funny.
Michael-
The sense of humor, the snarkiness, the sarcasm, the strength, the dexterity. He is Spider-Man.
He's Spider-Man. Joe Michael's Spider-Man.
Joe Michael has all the powers of a superhuman spider.
Yes.
Agreed?
Agreed.
Okay.
I'm sold.
I just want to let you know that.
Jermichael's gonna comment on his superpower.
No,
He's about to
I'm
break
not.
the rules.
No, I'm not. I'm not
Okay,
gonna comment
what
on
would
the
you like us
superpower.
to know?
Never read Aragon. But books suck. I don't know if you're like me, anyone out there, but I pick up a book and I read like 2 pages.
And then he falls asleep.
I don't fall asleep.
He just puts it back down.
My eyes start to hurt, and then my head starts to hurt, and I get bored and I throw the book at a wall and I forget the whole thing happened.
Wait,
And that's how.
but how are you explaining that right now?
That's how every book ends that I read. I throw it at a wall. I get
Okay, so
frustrated.
now me and Joe have to come up with what Jesse's superpower is. And I think that we can both agree right off the bat that Jesse's Aquaman. Jesse, I better keep a straight face while we call him Aquaman and tell him how awesome it is that all he can do is talk to fish. Call upon all your fish friends. What happens when I drop you in a desert somewhere? You're so worthless.
Oh my god, Aquaman sucks, dude. Aquaman sucks.
Aquaman should kill himself.
Aquaman, if you're watching this, kill yourself.
Actually, Aquaman, if you're watching this, please introduce yourself to us because I'd really like proof that that world exists. And Stan Lee, well, he is a genius, was not making you up. I feel like
So we agreed that he's Aquaman. That's it.
no. I feel like
Okay, let's be
Jesse has some qualities of a Thor-like character.
It's true. He's very.
However, more scientific.
He's very Herculean, but not overpowered. You know, just very well-rounded.
And Norse.
Yeah.
I feel like Jesse also has some sort of Dr. Manhattan
Yeah.
kind of qualities. Like the big
That's
blue
not a poker
penis.
face, dude. That's a weird frowny face.
How do
Okay,
you know
we're
that's not
gonna
the
get-
face I make when I play poker? Jim?
That looks like the kind of face you
Okay.
make when you
Okay.
summon your fish friends.
Why don't you go summon your fish friends, Jesse?
I know you can hear me. I'm Aquaman.
So, some sort of command over the elements, whilst
Over the elements.
through an understanding of their molecular structures and his ability to manipulate energy.
I see it.
I
I see more energy and instead of branching out into elements.
But I think that it's through his manipulation of energy and
I'm sure
understanding of atomic structure that he possesses the ability to control the elements. And also to just manipulate the atomic structure and rearrange molecules in general. I think Jesse's ability
I
is
think
to
you're-
control and rearrange molecules through the manipulation of energy, atomic energy.
I think you're kind of giving him a god power. Like
I don't think so, because like Matt, he has not fully mastered his ability yet.
Jesse's been working out. It shows.
But
Great.
yeah, I think in a sense, it is sort of a godlike power, but also in the fashion of Watchmen, which I feel all of them are this heavy, sort of very powerful,
So
yet realistic, flawed character.
kind of like an anti-hero.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
So I think does that, are we agreed?
I think we have to settle on what, like, the thing that it is. Like we have an idea of what it is, but we need to.
I think Jesse has control over like a certain level of manipulation over atomic energy. However, he has
I think he has
limitations.
I think he has to get his energy from some kind of source.
Yeah, but he can just absorb it from like breaking ionic bonds or something, you know, like all around him.
Okay.
But like he has some limitations, you know, like how much energy he can absorb.
This is a
and,
25-minute video.
Yeah.
I hope to God no
So
one's
far.
watching this.
If you're watching this right now, this is seriously like a half-hour program.
You're a fool.
You need to get a life and pick up a book.
Joe Michael, you just said that you hate
And then
books.
throw it against the wall.
Poker face.
So
Yeah, you need to throw it in the trash because books are worthless.
see,
and we
I
all
think
know
that Jesse's power, the thing why it would be interesting is that his power has the ability to kill him if he isn't careful.
that. So it's
So he's still finding his limitations, and he doesn't know when, if he pushes it to that next step, if that'll be when he just incinerates.
so it's a gamble.
It's a gamble, and it's
I like that.
you know.
I like that.
I think that wraps up the video.
That's very. There's a lot of insight in here. I feel. I hope that you all know each other.
Yeah, for future reference, if you're gonna ask us a question,
Be prepared for a half-hour video.
no, make the question simpler.
Yeah, simpler question.
Because we're nerds and we can talk about superheroes for hours and hours, and we have.
And
And
we've
this
done it before now,
and this
like-
is 3/5 of us.
regularly.
Like when we're out of things to talk about, when we
This is
hang
what we
out,
talk
this
about.
is what
This
we
is
do.
talk about.
But Rachel, we appreciate your question.
I hope Rachel doesn't get to hear that we appreciate your question. I hope she has stopped watching this video.
should
I hope
give
to
Rachel
God
the power.
somebody finishes this video and finds out what Jesse's superpower was.
Oh,
Have a good night, everybody.
have a good night.
It's Aquaman.